This man answered a question and got elected president, and that question was, if a pig fights another pig, who would win in the end? The man answered that the pig would win. Everyone present was instantly amazed. He was the first person to give the correct answer. It turns out that in this world, human intelligence had become extremely low as time went on. Human IQ levels rapidly declined. To preserve the last bit of high IQ genes, humanity came up with a plan: put two highly intelligent people, a man and a woman, into hibernation. Among them were the protagonist Mike and a girl named Lisa. The hibernation period was originally planned for 10 years. It was a top-secret project, known only to one supervisor. However, this supervisor developed dementia and forgot about the whole thing. Later, the laboratory was demolished and thrown into a garbage dump. In the blink of an eye, 500 years passed. Population skyrocketed while IQ plummeted. The garbage dump accumulated into a garbage mountain. Suddenly, the garbage mountain collapsed, and trash flooded into the city. Mike was swept into Jack's house along with the garbage. The hibernation pod switch was triggered and opened. At that moment, Jack was watching TV when he was suddenly interrupted. Furious, Jack threw Mike out. Mike was completely bewildered. Then Mike saw a crowd gathered around some trash cans up ahead. Mike thought these people seemed pretty stupid, so he found a hospital to get himself checked out. However, even the hospital's name was crooked, which gave him a bad feeling. Once inside, it felt more like an arcade, and the registration process was bizarre. They just looked at what the patient looked like and pressed the corresponding cartoon icon. Mike was then scheduled for a physical exam. This whole medical checkup completely broke Mike's spirit. It was then that he discovered from a magazine that it was now the year 2505. He had been asleep for 500 years. After leaving the hospital, Mike went to a vending machine. But suddenly two cops appeared. They thought Mike was a thief and arrested him without any explanation. And so Mike was sent to court for trial. But the judge now also had low intelligence. The court appointed Mike a lawyer. It was Jack. Not only did Jack fail to defend Mike, but he actually joined the opposing lawyer in accusing Mike of being guilty. The courtroom erupted in laughter. Mike ultimately couldn't explain himself, and he was sentenced to 10,000 years in prison.